Summary Book. Steve Blank's The 4 Steps to the Epiphany outlines a comprehensive approach for entrepreneurs to systematically understand the market, develop products that customers actually want, and scale their businesses. The book is structured around a simple yet powerful framework designed to help startups avoid common mistakes and improve their chances of success. The term epiphany refers to the moment of realization when an entrepreneur finally understands what their customers truly need and how to deliver it effectively. Blank argues that too many startups fail because they build products based on assumptions instead of customer feedback, and he provides a step-by-step approach to avoid this pitfall. The 4 Steps to the Epiphany. Blank breaks down the process of discovering a successful business model into 4 key stages, which he refers to as the 4 steps: customer discovery, customer validation, customer creation, company building. Each step is designed to help the entrepreneur test and refine assumptions, ensuring that they are building a product that customers actually want and that they are capable of scaling. Step 1: Customer discovery. Objective: the goal of customer discovery is to test the hypotheses that form the foundation of your business idea. This includes understanding the customer's problems and identifying potential solutions. Problem hypothesis: start by formulating hypotheses about the target customer's problems, needs, and pain points. These should be informed by research and understanding of the market. Interviewing customers. Blank emphasizes the importance of conducting customer interviews, not just market research. Entrepreneurs must engage directly with potential customers to learn about their true problems, desires, and purchasing behavior. The goal is to find out if your assumptions about the customer problem are accurate. Pivot or persevere. Based on these interactions, you'll either pivot, change your product or approach, or persevere, refine your idea further. Blank argues that most successful startups pivot several times during this phase until they find the right fit between customer needs and product solution. Testing your MVP, minimum viable product. At this stage, your product should not be fully developed. It should be a simple prototype or MVP, something that allows you to test your assumptions quickly and cheaply without wasting time and resources. Step 2: Customer validation. Objective: customer validation is about confirming that your product solves a problem for a specific group of customers and that people are willing to pay for it. Develop a repeatable sales process. At this point, you should start testing whether you can build a repeatable and scalable sales process. Are people actually purchasing the product? Are they willing to pay for it, and if so, how much? Sales roadmap. Create and refine a sales roadmap to better understand which marketing and sales strategies work. It is important to iterate on this process as you gather more data from real customers. This stage also involves identifying and creating a market segment where your product can thrive. Metrics and validation. During customer validation, you test the market response, using both qualitative and quantitative data. If the product meets customer demand and sales are repeatable, you can validate the business model. If it doesn't, it's back to the drawing board. Financial metrics. This phase is also about establishing key metrics like customer acquisition cost (CAC), lifetime value (LTV), and retention rates. If your business model doesn't generate sustainable economics at this point, it will be difficult to scale. Pivot or persevere. Again, after validation, startups should either pivot or continue improving the product or model, depending on the results. It's crucial to recognize when to let go of ideas that don't work. Step 3: Customer creation. Objective: customer creation is about scaling and creating demand for the product or service in the broader market. Building a marketing strategy. This stage focuses on finding the most effective way to acquire customers in large volumes. This involves building a marketing plan, acquiring customers, and scaling up the sales process. You need to identify and engage a broader set of customers outside the initial early adopters. Creating demand. The primary challenge is to create demand for the product at a larger scale. The strategy includes creating effective marketing campaigns, building a brand presence, and ensuring that potential customers are aware of the product. Establishing marketing channels. You need to determine which marketing channels, digital, traditional, etc., will most effectively reach and convert customers. Blank stresses that understanding and experimenting with customer acquisition channels is crucial at this stage. Branding and positioning. Startups need to figure out how to differentiate themselves from competitors and build a unique value proposition in the market. Step 4: Company building. Objective: the final step is to transition from a startup focused on discovery and validation to a formal organization that can scale and deliver on the validated business model. Organizational development: as the business gains traction, you will need to build out teams, structure the organization, and create systems that support growth. This involves hiring for critical positions, such as sales, marketing, operations, and finance. Scaling up: at this point, the company is ready to grow beyond its initial customer base. You will need to scale production, refine your operational processes, and build long-term partnerships. Management and leadership: Blank discusses the importance of shifting from an entrepreneurial, flexible leadership style to a more structured management approach as the company grows. This requires new skills, including operations management, financial planning, and corporate governance. Building a long-term culture: startups that want to grow into established companies need to focus on building a strong organizational culture. This involves setting clear company values, creating systems for ongoing employee feedback, and fostering an environment of innovation and growth. Key themes: insights. Customer-centric approach: Blank emphasizes the importance of focusing on customer problems, not just product features. The goal is to identify and solve real customer pain points. Iterative process: entrepreneurs should expect to iterate and pivot multiple times. The key to success is testing assumptions and learning quickly from customer feedback, rather than committing to a rigid business plan. The importance of early market feedback: customer interviews, surveys, and small-scale product tests are essential to validate the business model early on. Lean startup methodology: Blank's process laid the groundwork for the lean startup movement, which encourages rapid experimentation, feedback loops, and minimum viable products to test hypotheses. Conclusion: the 4 steps to the Epiphany provides a structured, customer-focused methodology for launching startups. Steve Blank argues that startups are not smaller versions of large companies, they are fundamentally different organizations that require a different approach. By focusing on customer discovery, validation, creation, and building, entrepreneurs can dramatically increase their chances of building scalable, successful businesses. Through its emphasis on iteration, feedback, and flexibility, this book offers timeless lessons for anyone involved in startup ventures.